Hello and welcome to stage 3 of the Tour Down Under, a 139 kilometre run from Glenelg to Campbelltown, including the steep climb of Corkscrew Road, which tops out with just 5.7 kilometres to go. From the top of the corkscrew it's downhill all the way to the finish, so we might see a small group contesting a sprint rather than a strong solo effort from the climb all the way through to the finish. There are 10 bonus seconds up for grabs for the winner in Campbelltown, and with a grand total of 89 riders within 10 seconds of race leader Jay McCarthy of Tinkoff, the race leader and his team will need to be attentive right the way through the stage. Laurens de Vries of Astana was the first to attack, and the peloton seemed to be happy to let him have his day in the sun. De Vries took the points and the bonus seconds at the first sprint after 33.8 kilometres. Continuing on, De Vries was still off the front by himself when the second sprint point came around at 95.2 kilometres in Oakbank. With McCarthy's form evident, Orica Green Edge, the team of race favourite Simon Gerrans, started to see danger. In an attempt to prevent McCarthy from gaining more bonus seconds, Orica gave a full lead out to their team sprinter Caleb Ewan, who took second place and the 2 seconds at the sprint. McCarthy, however, still bolstered his lead by taking third place and 1 second. From the sprint point, the peloton's next focus was going to be the turn onto Corkscrew Road, and speeds were incredibly high, touching 60 to 80 kilometres an hour, or about 40 to 50 miles an hour. De Vries' day out front was always going to come to an end, and the increase in speed in the peloton as they came closer to the climb meant that De Vries was caught inside 20 kilometres to go. The pressure of a day where the peloton waits for one major point to attack often means that there are a few crashes along the way. Shortly after De Vries was caught, there was a big crash in the peloton, with fallers including Tyler Farrar of Dimension Data. As our friends over at Cycling Tips have spotted, Farrar actually got a spectator's bike and went on to finish the stage on that. Hopefully the team got him a beer or a set of kit or something like that. Up front, the race was really on. Tinkoff led the race onto Corkscrew Hill with McCarthy well placed. BMC's new signing Richie Porte was the first to really attack, and Simon Gerrans closely followed. The pair opened up a small gap before being closed down by a select group that included many of the other race favourites. Then it was the turn of Cannondale's Canadian rider Michael Woods to attack. Woods is in his first full season as a World Tour professional, following some really impressive results on the domestic scene in the US. The only rider who could match him was Sergio Henao of Sky. The descent off the corkscrew is, as the name might suggest, very fast and quite technical, and it would be a big ask for two climbers like Woods and Henao to maintain their lead over the chasing group. And they were caught with around 2.5 kilometres to race. Richie Porte led the sprint out for teammate Rowan Dennis, and Movistar's Flanders was the first to kick. Rowan Dennis followed, spinning out on the rapid downhill sprint, and then Simon Gerrans made his move, right from the back of the group of 10, with Michael Woods glued to his wheel. The Orica rider just managed to get Rowan Dennis on the line, with Woods in third and McCarthy, the race leader, missing out on bonus seconds in fourth place.
Yeah, that was super tough going up the corkscrew. There's obviously some really good climbers in the race, so I really had to time my effort well and just come back over the top to the guys just in front of me, and then we were able to catch the first couple of guys in the descent. But really, you know, my teammates set me up perfectly for that climb. You would have seen they had me positioned like third wheel leading into the corkscrew, so that's really thanks to them I was able to get this result.
Again, you know how important seconds are in this race. You've been out fighting. Today, we noticed you weren't out fighting for the intermediate sprint bonuses, but you were thinking more about the final effort on the final climb.
We actually tried to go for the first one, and I didn't have the legs, so I was a little bit stiff at the start of the stage from my fall yesterday. So I wasn't able to score any points or any seconds in the first sprint. I let the second one go, trying to save some energy for the final, and it was worthwhile.
Thanks to our friends over at Pro Cycling Stats, here are the stage results. No huge surprises, but it's definitely worth noting Rafael Valls' early season form. Could this be the year where he really steps up and challenges consistently in major races? Let us know in the comments. After today's stage then, the overall is as follows. Gerrans leads by just 3 seconds over Jay McCarthy. Dennis is in third at 5 seconds, and Woods sits 11 seconds back in fourth place. With 3 stages remaining and a hilltop finish on stage 5, the race still looks wide open. Can Gerrans hold on? Comment down below with your predictions and thoughts on the race so far. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it and give it a thumbs up.